The Congress meets Gossip Girl story we've been wishing for. Patricia Arquette says the planet will be doomed if we have more Trump, and Hannah B isn't going away anytime soon. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. By the way, for those that asked how my dentist debacle went yesterday, it didn't go great. I was there for almost 3 hours. Pro tip, get your teeth cleaned every 3 to 6 months. Do not put it off because you will pay the price. I don't think we've ever had a story more prime to be labeled as conservative as the Aaron Schock story that was trending all day yesterday. Don't know who Aaron Schock is? You will now.
I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Aaron was a former Illinois Republican congressman, and he had to resign after a major scandal in 2015. I'll summarize the main points for you, but just know that if you're in the mood for a deep dive, there's enough material involving this guy for a full-blown Netflix docuseries.
Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that.
He used taxpayer dollars and campaign funds to decorate his office in a Downton Abbey theme, which, if it's your apartment, it's all fun and games, but an office where other people have to deal with it?
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
He also paid for private planes, a personal photographer to keep his IG spicy, which, Abigail, get on that. Massages, I have a feeling he didn't go to the old massage envy, Katy Perry tickets, and more.
I cannot find the words to say how I feel.
In 2016, he was indicted in 24 felony counts, including wire fraud, mail fraud, theft of government funds, making false statements, filing false election reports, and filing false tax returns. If he would have been convicted, he could have been in federal prison for a century.
Are you sure this is legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
So he ends up striking a deal to avoid facing trial. And yesterday, federal prosecutors announced that they were dropping all federal charges in exchange for him paying money he owed to the IRS. I mean, this is some deep Nate Archibald Gossip Girl-ish right here.
Oh, what?
But while all this was happening, people were doing what people do and speculating about his sexuality. After this jaw-dropping announcement was made that he was basically walking free, he also posted that he was officially coming out yesterday.
Can I just say that you have the worst timing ever.
I had to tell you the backstory on this just so I could say people were speculating for years whether or not this man was gay, and he used campaign funds and taxpayer dollars to style a Downton Abbey themed office, and he bought Katy Perry tickets. Honey, your gaydar is whack.
It works.
Patricia Arquette said that if we continue to have Trump as president, we will face mass extinction and destruction of our planet.
Relax, dude.
Hey, you know what? Over 330,000 babies are killed each year due to abortion, but who's counting? I mean, it's not like mass extinction has been happening already for years. And since before I was born, people have been raising a stink about climate change and the end of the world. I mean, when I was in school, it was all about Al Gore and how we only had a few years left then.
Something big is going on, and the American people need to know what. I'm off.
Well, we're all still here. And instead of Al, we have Greta.
How dare you?
You might be wondering, well, what's the big deal? Saving the planet. Why do conservatives have a problem with that? Because it's not about saving the planet. Climate change hysteria is a fear-mongering tactic to get people inevitably on board with voting for more government interfering with and controlling your life.
I don't like that language.
A few days ago, Patricia called for a U.S. economic shutdown to disrupt GDP for a day just to get rid of President Donald Trump. Her Trump derangement syndrome is so bad that she admitted to wanting Americans to suffer so that she could throw a self-righteous temper tantrum. And Hannah B is probably coming back to TV this summer to star in the Bachelor Summer Games.
I think there's such thing as too many Bachelor shows.
By the way, she also most definitely was ABC's first choice to be the Bachelorette again for some reason that I'll never understand, and she ended up turning it down.
But why?
I like Hannah B, but I also need a break, you know what I'm saying? Like, enough is enough. Sit on the couch for a minute, eat some toast. And if you're wondering, Caitlin Bristow was the best Bachelorette, and that's my unpopular opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Everyone has opinions, Mr. Cabot. I respect that. This morning, my wife woke up and said that I was old, bald, and ugly.
We're back Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics.
Get 'em up, get 'em up.
Hit subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so that you're always up to date on the latest conservative. And follow us at our main home on Instagram at POPlitics.